Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're gonna step outside into the sunshine and chat about something near and dear to my heart: gardening. Now, I've always been inspired by the simplicity and resourcefulness of the Amish community, and their gardening techniques, well, they're just pure genius. Generations of know-how passed down, proving that sometimes the old ways truly are the best. We're diving deep into 10 Amish gardening hacks that'll have you looking at your own backyard with fresh eyes. Whether you're a seasoned green thumb or just starting out, these tips and tricks are all about working with nature, not against it. And the best part, they really work. Get ready to grab your gardening gloves and a healthy dose of inspiration, because by the end of this video, you'll be itching to get your hands dirty and grow something beautiful. Let's get started. Our first hack is something called crop rotation, and it's as easy as it sounds. Instead of planting the same veggies in the same spot year after year, you switch things up. It's like musical chairs for your plants. Tomatoes one year, beans the next, you get the idea. Now you might be wondering, why bother? Well, just like us, plants need different nutrients from the soil. By rotating your crops, you're naturally preventing those nutrients from getting depleted, which means healthier, happier plants. Plus, it helps keep those pesky pests and diseases at bay too. It's a win-win. Think of it like this. Imagine eating the same thing for dinner every single night. Sounds kinda boring, right? Your soil feels the same way. Crop rotation keeps things interesting, and your garden will thank you for it. Trust me, this little change can make a world of difference in the long run, and the best part, it's not complicated at all. You don't need a fancy chart or anything, just keep track of what you planted where and rotate those babies each year. Remember, healthy soil equals a happy garden. So give your plants the variety they crave with a little bit of crop rotation. Next up, let's talk about companion planting, one of my favorite ways to make the most of my garden space. Now, this hack is all about strategically planting different veggies and herbs together that benefit each other. It's like creating little plant families. For example, did you know that planting basil alongside your tomatoes not only keeps those pesky whiteflies away, but also makes your tomatoes taste even sweeter? It's true. The basil acts like a natural bug repellent and flavor enhancer. Talk about a match made in garden heaven. And here's another fun pairing: carrots and onions. Onions deter carrot root flies, while carrots keep onion flies at bay. It's like a natural pest control system right in your own backyard. Companion planting is all about working smarter, not harder, in the garden. By harnessing the power of plant partnerships, you can boost your yields, deter pests, and even improve the flavor of your veggies, all without any harsh chemicals. Y'all, let me tell you, raised beds are a game changer. I remember when Chip surprised me with my first set of raised beds. Let's just say, happy tears were involved. Not only do they look neat and tidy in your garden, but they also offer a whole slew of benefits for your plants. Imagine this. You're walking through your garden, and your back isn't aching, your knees aren't screaming, and you can actually reach all your plants without contorting yourself. That's the beauty of raised beds. They bring the garden up to you, making planting, weeding, and harvesting so much easier on your body. Plus, raised beds give you complete control over your soil quality. You can create the perfect blend for whatever you're growing, ensuring your plants have the best possible start. And because the soil in raised beds warms up faster in the spring, you can get a head start on planting and enjoy a longer growing season. Now let's talk about those pesky critters that love to munch on our gardens just as much as we do. But before you reach for those harsh chemicals, let me introduce you to the Amish way of natural pest control. It's all about keeping things simple, safe, and harmonious with nature. One of my favorite methods is using companion planting, which we talked about earlier. It's amazing how certain plants can naturally deter those unwanted visitors. For example, marigolds are like nature's bug repellent, keeping away aphids, nematodes, and even rabbits. Another trick is to attract beneficial insects to your garden. These little helpers, like ladybugs and lacewings, are like tiny lions devouring aphids and other soft-bodied pests. You can invite them in by planting their favorite flowers like dill, fennel, and yarrow. And don't forget about the power of good old-fashioned barriers. A simple fence can keep out rabbits and deer, while floating row covers can protect your crops from cabbage worms and other flying pests. Y'all, there's just something so special about planting heirloom seeds. These aren't your average seeds from the garden center. These are seeds that have been passed down through generations of families, carrying with them a rich history and a whole lot of heart. Think about it. These seeds have witnessed seasons come and go, families grow, and traditions continue. They're a living testament to the power of nature and the importance of preserving our agricultural heritage. But heirloom seeds are more than just a nostalgic nod to the past. They're also a delicious and sustainable choice for your garden. Because they're open-pollinated, meaning they reproduce naturally, you can save the seeds from your harvest and plant them year after year, creating a beautiful cycle of growth and abundance. Plus, heirloom varieties often have a richer flavor and aroma than their hybrid counterparts. It's like tasting history in every bite. Let's talk about mulch, y'all. Now I know it might not sound like the most glamorous gardening task, but trust me, this simple step can make a world of difference in the health and happiness of your plants. Think of it as tucking your garden in with a cozy blanket. Mulching is simply the act of spreading a layer of organic material, like straw, wood chips, or shredded leaves around your plants. This layer acts like a natural insulator, keeping the soil cool and moist during those hot summer months and preventing it from drying out too quickly. But that's not all. Mulch also helps to suppress weeds, preventing them from stealing valuable nutrients and water from your precious veggies. Plus, as it breaks down, it adds valuable organic matter to the soil, improving its structure and fertility. Now let's talk about compost, y'all. It's like black gold for your garden, and the best part? You can easily make it yourself with kitchen scraps and yard waste. It's like magic, turning what we often consider trash into a valuable resource for our gardens. Think of compost as a nutrient-rich feast for your plants. It's packed with essential vitamins, minerals, and beneficial microorganisms that promote healthy growth and vibrant blooms. Plus, it helps improve soil structure, making it easier for roots to grow and access water. And the best part? Composting is incredibly easy. You can start a simple compost pile in your backyard, or even use a compact compost bin if you're short on space. Just collect your kitchen scraps like fruit and veggie peels, coffee grounds, and eggshells, along with yard waste like leaves and grass clippings, and let nature do its thing. Water is precious, y'all, and in the garden, every drop counts. That's why the Amish are masters of water conservation, using time-tested techniques to make the most of this vital resource. One of their secrets is simple: water deeply, but less often. Instead of giving your garden a quick sprinkle every day, which only wets the surface, water deeply a couple of times a week. This encourages roots to grow deeper into the soil, making them stronger and more drought-tolerant. Another great technique is to use soaker hoses or drip irrigation systems. These deliver water directly to the roots, minimizing evaporation and ensuring that your plants get the hydration they need without wasting a single drop. And don't forget about the power of mulch. We talked about its weed-suppressing and soil-improving benefits, but it also acts like a natural sponge, absorbing and retaining moisture in the soil. Now, y'all know I love a good power tool as much as the next person, but when it comes to gardening, there's just something so satisfying about using hand tools. It's a chance to slow down, connect with the earth, and truly appreciate the simple rhythm of gardening. I remember when my grandmother taught me how to use her trusty hand trowel. It felt like more than just a gardening lesson. It was a passing down of tradition, a connection to the generations of gardeners who came before me. Hand tools might seem old-fashioned in our modern world, but they offer a level of precision and control that you just can't get with power tools. Plus, they're gentle on your plants and the environment. And finally, y'all, our last hack is all about working with nature's perfect timing. Just like we wouldn't wear swimsuits in the snow or parkas in the summer, it's essential to plant our gardens according to the seasons. Seasonal planting ensures that our veggies are growing in the conditions they love best, leading to healthier plants and more abundant harvests. It's about respecting the natural rhythms of nature and understanding that everything has its time. So, as you plan your garden, take a cue from the Amish and pay attention to the seasons. Embrace the cycle of growth and dormancy, and remember that the most rewarding gardens are those that work in harmony with nature's perfect timing. Well, y'all, there you have it. 10 Amish gardening hacks to help you create a thriving and abundant garden. I hope these tips have inspired you to get out there and get your hands dirty. Remember, gardening is a journey, not a race. It's about learning, experimenting, and most importantly, enjoying the process. So go on, try out these hacks in your own backyard, and see what wonders you can grow. And before you go, don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below with your favorite gardening tip.